We're now to a big bird that we've mentioned a few times here on Points West in the last 60 years.
Birds. From towering flightless ones to majestic soaring ones, these birds have captivated humans from all spheres of life. But how much do we really know about them? With the vast number of lives around us, we are lucky to be the most intelligent. If not, we may find ourselves prey to some of these huge birds. Don't be surprised. Find out 15 of the biggest birds roaming our planet you should watch out for. Number 1. Ostrich. Ostriches are truly fascinating creatures. They are the largest bird in the world, with long necks, powerful legs, and distinctive feathers. Adult ostriches weigh from 250 to 330 pounds, and instead, their large wings are used for steering and balance when running. They are also used for courtship displays, where the males will flap them to attract a mate. Ostriches have many records to their name. They are not only the largest or fastest-running birds, but they also have the largest eyes among land animals, and their eggs are bigger than any ever seen in our world. When these eggs are laid, they take about 42 to 46 days to hatch. These big birds are generally social animals and live in small groups called flocks. A flock contains a dominant male, a few females, and their offspring. The dominant male is responsible for defending the group against predators and other males who might try to challenge his position. When it comes to their diet, ostriches are omnivorous. They eat both plants and animals. They feed mainly on seeds, grass, leaves, and flowers. They also consume insects, lizards, and small mammals when given the chance. To aid in sprinting, they run faster than the average human, reaching impressive speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. These creatures are also quite busy. They spend their days foraging for food, grooming, indulging in dust baths, and resting. They can also be curious and a little mischievous. They are known to investigate new objects or people, often pecking at things that catch their attention. Emus' diet mainly consists of vegetation like grass, leaves, seeds, fruits, and flowers. However, they are opportunistic eaters, and they eat insects, small reptiles, and even the occasional unlucky bird's eggs when they get the chance. As social birds, emus live in small groups called mobs, which can consist of up to 20 individuals. Nevertheless, they can become a bit more solitary during the breeding season. During this season, the females also visit several males in different territories, laying their eggs in multiple nests. Number 3. Andean condors. These birds have a striking appearance. They have black feathers that cover most of their body, complemented by a magnificent white collar of feathers around their neck. Their adult males also sport a distinctive fleshy comb on top of their heads. Even with their weight, Andean condors have a long lifespan. They can live up to 50 years in the wild, making them one of the longest living bird species. Additionally, they are monogamous. Once they find their partner, they stick together for life. Andean condors are typically solitary birds. However, they can be seen soaring in groups when there's a big food source or during migration. They are scavengers, feasting on carcasses of animals that have met their unfortunate end. Their incredible sense of smell helps them locate their meal from miles away. Number 4. Emperor penguin. In the faraway Antarctica, the emperor penguin is the largest among other penguin species. They can stand up to them dry, and the fluffy underlayer provides excellent insulation for the birds. These large penguins have a remarkable breeding strategy. When the temperature drops to extreme lows during the Antarctic winter, the female penguins lay a single egg. This egg is then given to the male for safekeeping. The male carefully balances the egg on its feet throughout its incubation period, keeping it warm and protecting it from freezing conditions. While the father is busy incubating the egg, the female embarks on long and challenging journeys to find food for the family. It navigates icy waters in search of fish, squid, and krill. When the female returns after some months, it takes on the care of the newly hatched chicks, and the male takes its turn to go looking for food. This division of labor between the birds is intriguing, making people even more captivated by their agility and responsibility. When searching for food, they can reach deep depths of over 1,600 feet. They can also stay underwater for long hours. Wandering albatrosses are adventurers of the Southern Ocean. They have distinctive hooked beaks for snatching their prey from the sea surface. They also boast beautiful white feathers with black-tipped wings. This creates a stunning contrast against the blue backdrop of the ocean. Most of the time, these creatures are soaring through the skies, gliding above the waves with their huge wings for days on end. They find it easier to fly than some other birds because of their incredible ability to ride the air currents. This way, they cover vast distances while expending minimal energy. After reaching sexual maturity at the age of 11 to 15, these usually solitary birds gather in colonies on remote islands to breed. They perform elaborate courtship rituals like bill clapping and synchronized dances to win over their partners. Once they find one, they stick together for life. Number 6. Harpy eagle. Harpy eagles are the fierce rulers of tropical rainforests that are used to exert tremendous force on their prey. This is important since they feed on large mammals like sloths, monkeys, and even small deer. Harpy eagles are known for their stealth and patience. They spend most of their time perched high up in the trees, silently observing their surroundings. When they spot their prey, they swiftly swoop down from above with lightning speed, taking them by surprise. Also, they are typically solitary birds. They only stay with their partner, whom they court by showing off their aerial acrobatics. When it's time to nest, they choose tall and sturdy trees in the heart of the rainforest. The female lays 1 or 2 eggs, and both parents take turns incubating them. These big predator birds are usually found in the dense tropical rainforests of Central and South America. However, they are now endangered species because of the depletion of their natural habitat. Number 7. Marabou stork. Often called the Undertaker, appear cloak-like. This earned them their other name, Undertaker. Also, their bare heads have patches of different skin colors, including pink, gray, and blue. This is probably so they can blend into the open and dry grasslands and swamps where they are usually found. Marabou storks walk in small groups or large colonies. They're sociable birds, often nesting and roosting together. They also form monogamous pairs during the breeding season, and they engage in interesting courtship displays. These large birds are scavengers, feeding on carcasses. They have a keen eye for spotting carrion and are often found around areas with abundant food sources like garbage dumps. Number 8. Southern cassowary. Southern cassowaries are heavier than the average human. Weighing from 88 to 154 pounds and standing over 6 feet tall, these birds are true heavyweight, flightless birds. With their terrifying weight, they are all bony casque on their head, looking like a funky helmet. They also have vibrant, glossy black feathers that make them striking. However, these birds are not carnivores. Their usual diet includes fruits, leaves, small animals like insects and snails, and sometimes fallen carrion. They even help with seed dispersal in their habitat. While you may think otherwise, these creatures are only foragers that do not like to be disturbed. Number 9. Sarus crane. Being a large, graceful bird, the Sarus crane is known as the tallest flying bird in the world. While they weigh only 13 to 18 pounds, they can reach staggering heights of up to 6 feet. You will usually find them in wetland areas across South Asia and Australia. In these regions, they are believed to be symbols of good luck and long life. The birds have adapted to living in watery environments since that's where they find an abundant food supply and suitable nesting grounds. They also have a predominantly gray plumage with a red head and upper neck. Their long legs and necks allow them to gracefully navigate the wetlands. Sarus cranes are omnivores. Their diet includes plant matter as well as small insects and frogs. Furthermore, Sarus cranes form long-lasting pair bonds and are often seen in small family groups. When it's nesting time, they construct large, intricate nests made of plant materials. This way, they create a secure and cozy space for their eggs. The female typically lays 2 eggs, and both parents take turns incubating them. Number 10. Shoebill. The shoebill is a sizable bird, reaching heights of up to 4 feet and weighing around 11 to 15 pounds. Its most distinctive feature is its enormous shoe-shaped bill. However, this bill is not only an eye-catching attribute, but also a powerful tool for catching prey. Shoebills also have a unique crest on their heads and prefer to spend time alone rather than in large groups. During their breeding season, though, they fly a fish and other aquatic prey. They are stealthy hunters, patiently standing still before striking at their unsuspecting prey. They mostly feed on fish, as earlier mentioned. They also eat frogs, snakes, and small mammals. Number 11, Cory bustard. Cory bustards are the largest flying African birds with a height of up to 4 feet and a wingspan of up to 8 feet. Their weight also ranges from 24 to 40 pounds, adding to their impressive stature. Predominantly found in the grasslands and savannas of sub-Saharan Africa, these birds thrive in open habitats with tall grasses. This is where their brown plumage can blend in when hunting and where they find their preferred diet. Talking of diet, Cory bustards feed on insects, small vertebrates like lizards and rodents, as well as seeds and fruits. They also have long necks and legs, and beautiful wing patterns that become visible in flight. These birds can be found roaming solitarily or in small to 3 eggs. Both parents make sure to protect the eggs and cater to their offspring. Number 12, Dalmatian pelican. These gentle giants of the water are usually found in the wetland areas of Europe and parts of Asia. They are the largest member of the pelican family and can reach heights of 6 feet. They have a wingspan of over 11 feet and weigh between 22 to 33 pounds. Dalmatian pelicans command a majestic presence. These birds have a large, impressive bill, which is a characteristic feature of pelicans. However, they also develop beautiful plumage with bright white feathers during the breeding season. They typically breed in large colonies located on remote islands or in wetland areas. They are territorial during this period and do not like other birds encroaching on their space. When it's time to nest, the female lays a clutch of 1 to 6 eggs, which both parents take turns incubating. During their non-breeding seasons, though, these birds gather in small to large flocks. They mainly feed on fish, and known as Eurasian black vultures, these birds are among the largest birds of prey. They are found in diverse habitats such as mountains, forests, grasslands, and rocky areas. With a wingspan of almost 9 feet and a weight of 15 to 31 pounds, these birds are wild and imposing. Cinereous vultures are social animals that gather in large groups known as communal roosts. They are easily identified with their dark brown to black plumage. Their bald, pinkish-red head and powerful hooked beak are also features that help them tear into their prey. These birds are scavengers, feeding on dead remains of animals across their habitat. When it's time for them to breed, they form monogamous pairs and build large nests in tall trees or on rocky cliffs. They prefer nesting in these secluded locations so they can safely raise their young and have access to abundant food sources. The female lays a single egg, and both parents take turns incubating it for about 50 ponds and slow-moving rivers. These environments provide them with the ideal setting to glide and forage for their food. They mostly feed on aquatic plants, algae, and aquatic insects. They use their long necks to reach underwater for their meals. Their S-shaped neck, pure white feathers, and orange beak make them stand out. And you may have to watch out for these birds because they can be incredibly mean and aggressive. While they are called mute, these birds are not entirely silent. They can make soft hissing sounds, honks, and trumpet-like calls. Mute swans are also social birds. They form lifelong pairs and are known for their strong bond and devotion to their partners. Once a pair is formed, they build large nests made of vegetation near the water's edge. Here they watch their eggs, incubating them for up to 41 days. Number 15, greater rhea. Female greater rheas are generally larger than male ones, feathers on their head and a bare blue face. Their males also develop a white neck ruff that adds a touch of elegance to their appearance during their breeding season. Greater rheas are polygamous, and the male mates with multiple females when they are breeding. They build large nests on the ground, and the females lay around 10 to 60 eggs that are incubated for a maximum of 43 days. Once the chicks hatch, they quickly learn to follow their parents. The birds usually feed on vegetation such as grasses, fruits, and seeds. However, they also consume insects, small vertebrates, and even reptiles. They're opportunistic eaters, making the most of the available food sources. When they are not breeding, greater rheas are social animals. They gather in groups of up to 30, known as coveys. This way, the birds share the grassland and forage for food together. Thank you for watching. While you're still here, click on the link on your screen to watch another of our videos. Also, like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.